Japan just delivered fully performing female robots. Japan leads the world in the field of robotics with highly competitive research, development, and applied technologies. Further progress is being made in robotics so that Japan can become a base for creating robots that will contribute to the transformation of society. Wondering about the latest happenings in the Japanese robot sphere? Say no more. Toyota heading to the moon with robotic arms. Toyota is working with Japan's space agency on a vehicle to explore the lunar surface, with ambitions to help people live on the moon by 2040 and then go live on Mars. The vehicle being developed with the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency is called Lunar Cruiser, whose name pays homage to the Toyota Land Cruiser sport utility vehicle. Its launch is set for the late 2020s. The vehicle is based on the idea that people eat, work, sleep, and communicate with others safely in cars. And the same can be done in outer space, said Takao Sato, who heads the Lunar Cruiser project at Toyota Motor. We see space as an area for our once-in-a-century transformation. By going to space, we may be able to develop telecommunications and other technology that will prove valuable to human life, Sato told the Associated Press. Gitai Japan, a venture contracted with Toyota, has developed a robotic arm for the Lunar Cruiser, designed to perform tasks such as inspection and maintenance. Its grapple fixture allows the arm's end to be changed so it can work like different tools: scooping, lifting, and sweeping. Gitai Chief Executive Sho Nakanoze said he felt the challenge of blasting off into space has basically been met, but working in space entails big costs and hazards for astronauts. That's where robots would come in handy, he said. Since its founding in the 1930s, Toyota has fretted about losing a core business because of changing times. It has ventured into housing, boats, jets, and robots. Its net-connected sustainable living quarters near Mount Fuji, called Woven City, are set to open later this year. Latest Japanese robots that peel bananas. Robots in Japan are found on factory floors carrying out simple tasks or delivering food to restaurant patrons. But researchers have now unveiled a robot capable of executing the delicate task of peeling a banana without squashing the fruit inside. While the dual-armed machine is only successful 57% of the time, banana peeling points to a future where machines undertake more subtle operations than moving metal parts or delivering coffee. A video from researchers at the University of Tokyo showed the robot pick up and peel a banana with both hands in about 3 minutes. Researchers Hichio Kim, Yoshiyuki Omura, and Yasuo Kuniyoshi trained the robot using a deep imitation learning process where they demonstrated the banana peeling action hundreds of times to produce sufficient data for the robot to learn the actions and replicate it. In this case, the robot reached its success rate after more than 13 hours of training. While still undergoing more testing, Kuniyoshi believes his robot training method can teach robots to do different simple human tasks. He hopes the better-trained robots can alleviate Japan's labor shortage problems, for example at bento lunchbox or food processing factories that are highly dependent on human labor. Dawn, robotic cafe in Japan. A cafe staffed entirely by robots would generally elicit the usual jokes about the Earth being taken over by androids. However, there is a cafe in Japan that doesn't only use robots for the purpose of novelty. The robots there make a difference. Humans with physical limitations, such as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as Lou Gehrig's illness, operate the robots from remote locations. The people who operate the robots are known as pilots. They can use a mouse, iPad, or gaze-controlled remote to control the robots from a wheelchair or a bed. The Tokyo-based cafe, Dawn, an acronym for Diverse Avatar Working Network, won the grand prize in the Good Design Awards this year for its business model to aid people with disabilities, childcare duties, or other constraints that make it impossible for them to take regular jobs. The judging committee praised the cafe's efforts for the development of alter ego robots and said that they expected the cafe to serve as a starting point for further expansion of contact between people with various disabilities who want work, companies, and consumers. Yentaro Yoshifuji, the CEO of Ori Laboratory, the tech startup behind the cafe, wrote on Dawn's website that they refer to those individuals with disabilities as bedridden veterans. Yoshifuji added that the aim of the cafe was to create and share opportunities for those who want to work but cannot do so due to their medical or physical conditions by using technology as a means to lower the many obstacles that prevent people from participating evenly in society. On its official YouTube channel, Ori Laboratory also shared a video about the model where bedridden people could interact and engage in meaningful roles with others. Japan's android pets ease virus isolation. Nami Hamaura says she feels less lonely working from home thanks to her singing companion Charlie, one of a new generation of cute and clever Japanese robots whose sales are booming in the pandemic. Smart home assistants such as Amazon's Alexa have found success worldwide, but tech firms in Japan are reporting huge demand for more human-like alternatives as people seek solace during coronavirus isolation. "I felt my circle become very small," said 23-year-old Hamaura, a recent graduate who has worked almost entirely remotely since April 2020. With socializing limited, life in her first job at a Tokyo trading company was nothing like she had imagined. So she adopted Charlie, a mug-sized robot with a round head, red nose, and flashing bow tie, who converses with its owner in song. Yamaha, which makes Charlie, describes it as more chatty than a pet, but less work than a lover. "He is there for me to chat with as someone other than family or friends on social networks, or a boss I needed to prepare a report for," Hamaura told AFP. Sharp said sales of its small humanoid Robohan were up 30% in the 3 months to September 2020 compared with a year earlier. Not only families with children, but also seniors in their 60s and 70s are snapping up Robohan, which talks, dances, and is also a working phone. But the adorable android, first released in 2016 and only available in Japan, does not come cheap, with regular models priced between $820 and $2,250. Charlie and Robohan are part of a new wave of robot companions pioneered by firms such as Sony with its robot dog Abo, on sale since 1999, and SoftBank's Friendly Pepper, which hit shelves in 2015. Buddhists in Japan are turning to Mindar robots. As interest in religion wanes around the world and secularism surges, religious leaders have begun searching for innovative ways to spread their message and connect with potential adherents. In the United States, some churches have relaxed dress codes, revamped worship spaces, and churned out sermons that place less emphasis on sin, all while embracing Instagram and refashioning faith as a lifestyle brand. In Japan, where low fertility rates and an aging population are reducing religious affiliation, Buddhist priests have been warning for more than a decade that their ancient tradition risks extinction. To reverse course, a Kyoto temple has settled on a new plan for connecting with the masses, one that channels ancient wisdom through the technology of the future. Its name is Mindar, a mostly aluminum androgynous robotic priest who gives plain-spoken sermons that are designed to stimulate interest in Buddhist teachings, according to the machine's designers. Standing more than 6 feet tall and weighing nearly 70 pounds, Mindar preaches inside Kodaiji Temple, a 400-year-old temple. Although the robot preaches, it isn't programmed to converse with worshippers, though its sermons are translated to English and Chinese on a nearby wall, creators say. The machine isn't equipped with machine learning algorithms, but the robot's designers said there may come a day when artificial intelligence gives the robot some measure of autonomy, adding a strange new dimension to how religious messages are delivered. If an image of Buddha speaks, teachings of Buddhism will probably be easier to understand, Tensho Goto, the chief steward of the temple in Kyoto's Higashiyama ward, said during a recent news conference, according to the Japan Times. "We want many people to come to see the robot to think about the essence of Buddhism." That's all for today, folks. See you another time.